Potential Premier League destinations for Aaron Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey could be on the move this summer as Juventus seek to remove his big contract from their wage bill, paving the way for a potential return to the Premier League. Ramsey is already rumored to rebuff interest from Wolves after seemingly been not convinced by the project on offer at Molineux. But it is still possible to make a case for the 30-year-old to join a handful of other Premier League clubs. The Wales international will likely have to entertain taking a pay cut on what he has been earning in Turin, but that has previously been rumored not to be an issue if the club is the right one. Here's a look at 6 possible clubs he could consider joining ahead of the new season. Arsenal want to add an attacking midfielder to their squad, with James Maddison and Martin Odegaard the chief targets for the role because they fit the club's criteria of being under 25, as well as having the potential to both improve as players and increase in value. But if such pursuits prove too difficult to pull off this summer, an approach for Ramsey could be a more straightforward short-term option to tide the Gunners over for another year. It would represent a homecoming for the Welshman after spending 11 years with the club from the age of 17, and many fans were sad to see him leave 2019. Aston Villa have shown plenty of ambition since returning to the Premier League in 2019, spending upwards of £60 million combined on attackers Emi Buendia and Leon Bailey alone. Meanwhile, Ross Barkley has returned to parent club Chelsea since his season-long loan ended, leaving Villa with a void to fill in central midfield. Villa finished last season in 11th place in the Premier League, and in 2021-22 will be targeting an improved top-half finish and potentially European qualification for the first time in a decade. Trading one set of black and white stripes for another? Newcastle are rumored to be interested in Ramsey given that uncertainty remains over whether Joe Willock will return for a second spell. Willock made a huge impact on loan from Arsenal in the latter half of last season, but the Gunners appear keen to keep him in North London, leaving Newcastle to consider alternatives. A player of Ramsey's proven Premier League quality could be the difference for a Magpies side that finished 12th last season and hasn't finished higher than 10th since 2012. West Ham are breaking new ground for themselves this season after qualifying for the Europa League group stage and could be boosted by additions with European experience. The extra depth could also be crucial for the Hammers if they are to compete in Europe without it harming their Premier League campaign, as could easily be the case. Looking slightly further ahead, this season will be Mark Noble's last with West Ham and securing a replacement, while a good opportunity is there could be worth taking. Joining Tottenham might be seen as the ultimate betrayal to Arsenal, but Ramsey has been linked with Spurs, whose new sporting director Fabio Paratici took him to Juventus. Ramsey has previously ruled out playing for Spurs at some point in his career, responding with a clear no when the question was put to him in 2018. But circumstances change, people change, and he was still an Arsenal player at that time. If Spurs is his best or only offer, could he realistically afford to say no for real? New Everton manager Rafa Benitez is not thought to be a fan of James Rodriguez, favoring a setup that doesn't have to make concessions for luxury attacking players. If Ramsey buys into Everton's ambitions, which includes a brand new stadium in the near future, it could be an attractive opportunity with European football within reach.